Children are incredibly perceptive, especially when it comes to their parents' emotions. Like mirrors reflecting back even the subtlest expressions, children absorb the emotional climate of their home. Parents' feelings, whether joy or anger, sadness or anxiety, become woven into the fabric of their children's developing minds. This emotional inheritance shapes not only their childhood experiences, but also their long-term well-being. Imagine a child witnessing a heated argument between their parents. Their heart races, their palms sweat, and a sense of unease washes over them. These physiological responses are not merely fleeting reactions, they are etched into the child's developing brain. Repeated exposure to such emotional intensity can leave lasting imprints, influencing the child's emotional reactivity, stress responses, and even their physical health. The impact of parental emotions extends far beyond immediate reactions. Children, particularly in their early years, rely heavily on their caregivers to make sense of the world. They look to their parents for cues on how to interpret and respond to their own emotions. When parents struggle to regulate their own feelings, children may internalize these patterns, leading to difficulties in managing their own emotional landscape. Just as a garden flourishes under the care of a nurturing gardener, children thrive in an environment where their emotional needs are met with understanding and support. When parents cultivate emotional awareness and healthy coping mechanisms, they provide their children with invaluable tools for navigating the complexities of life. Scientific research provides compelling evidence for the profound impact of parental emotions on child development. Studies have shown that children of parents who experience high levels of stress or depression are at an increased risk for a range of emotional and behavioral challenges. These may include anxiety, depression, aggression, and difficulties with attention and concentration. One key mechanism through which parental emotions influence children is through the transmission of stress. When parents are stressed, their bodies release hormones such as cortisol, often referred to as the stress hormone. Children, particularly young children, are highly attuned to their parents' physiological states and may experience elevations in their own cortisol levels in response to parental stress. Over time, chronic exposure to elevated cortisol levels can have detrimental effects on brain development, particularly in areas of the brain responsible for emotional regulation and stress management. Furthermore, research has shown that children learn about emotions through social referencing, a process by which they observe and interpret the emotional cues of others, particularly their caregivers. When parents model healthy emotional expression and regulation, children are more likely to develop similar skills. Conversely, when parents struggle to manage their own emotions, children may learn maladaptive coping strategies, such as withdrawal, aggression, or emotional suppression. While all emotions are valid and serve a purpose, certain emotions, particularly anger and conflict, can have a particularly potent impact on children. Witnessing frequent or intense displays of anger can be frightening and confusing for children, leaving them feeling insecure and emotionally dysregulated. They may blame themselves for the conflict or worry about the stability of their family. The negative effects of exposure to parental conflict extend beyond immediate emotional distress. Studies have linked such exposure to a range of long-term difficulties, including increased risk of behavioral problems, academic struggles, and social difficulties. Children who grow up in conflict-ridden homes may also be more likely to experience anxiety, depression, and relationship problems later in life. It is important to note that it is not conflict itself that is inherently damaging, but rather the way in which it is managed. When parents handle disagreements respectfully and constructively, children can learn valuable lessons about communication, compromise, and conflict resolution. However, when conflict escalates into yelling, name-calling, or physical aggression, it creates an environment of fear and insecurity, undermining children's sense of safety and well-being. Recognizing the impact of our emotions on our children is the first step towards creating a more emotionally healthy environment. When we become aware of how our own emotional baggage may be influencing our parenting, we can begin to make conscious choices that foster our children's emotional well-being. One of the most powerful things parents can do is to model healthy emotional regulation. This means taking steps to manage our own stress levels, developing coping mechanisms for dealing with difficult emotions, and seeking professional support when needed. When we demonstrate self-awareness and emotional resilience, We provide our children with a living example of how to navigate the ups and downs of life. Equally important is the ability to repair emotional ruptures. Just as we make mistakes in any relationship, we are bound to make mistakes as parents. We may lose our temper, say something hurtful, or fail to provide the support our children need. When these ruptures occur, it is crucial to acknowledge our mistakes, apologize sincerely, and take steps to repair the emotional connection. If you like the video, please subscribe to the channel for more.